Namaste, welcome to Sree Saraswathy Vidyalayam News Bulletin. I am Gautam Gopakumar, a 10th standard student of the school. First of all, let us have a gander at the international news. As Jaishankar to chair sessions on counter-terrorism at the UNSC, Pakistan launches claims against India. As External Affairs Minister, S. Jaishankar prepares to chair a UN Security Council meeting on terrorism on Thursday, Pakistan said it is disturbing a new dossier on terrorism on UNSC members that alleges Indian agencies were involved in masterminding a 2021 blast near Hafiz Saeed's home in Lahore. China targets elderly with booster campaign as COVID cases surge. Chinese authorities on Wednesday said they would launch a booster campaign targeting the elderly amid a record surge in the COVID-19 cases. Now let us move on to the national news. House Committee calls for more medical facilities for troops as forward locations. The Public Accounts Committee (PAC) in its 55th report on provisioning, procurement and issue of high-altitude clothing, equipment, housing and has all the efforts should be made to fully implement Phase 3 of the Central Inventory Control Group (CICG) for effective inventory management and procurement. Multilateral platforms being misused to justify and protect proprietary of terrorism. Jaishankar at UNSC. Multilateral platforms are being misused and justify and protect proprietary of terrorism. External Affairs Minister.
Now let us move on to the national news. Multilateral platforms being misused to justify and protect perpetrators of terrorism. Jaishankar at UNSC. Multilateral platforms are being misused to justify and protect perpetrators of terrorism. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar said on Wednesday during an open debate at the UN Security Council in a veiled attack on China and its close ally Pakistan. House Committee calls for more medical facilities for troops at forward locations. The Public Account Committee (PAC) in its 55th report of provisioning, procurement and issue of high-altitude clothing, equipment, ration and housing has said that all efforts should be made to fully implement Phase 3 of the Central Inventory Control Group (CICG) for effective inventory management and procurement.
Now let us switch over to state news. Samagra Shiksha to set up virtual classrooms for 336 differently abled students. Ashwin of Kayakudi Panchayat in Kozhikode district was a bright child but had never gone to school as he suffered from combined immunodeficiency syndrome (CIS). Special educator from the then Saraswathy Abhiyan visited him to provide home-based education a few times a month. However, this was nowhere close to the learning house in the our child would normally receive in the school. LED bulbs saved energy, but consumers also ended up paying more. CAG finds equipping homes with energy-efficient LED bulbs under the Domestic Efficient Lighting Program helps save electricity and reduce CO2 emission in Kerala, but the seat system was resulted in consumers paying more than that was needed at the Kerala State Electricity Board, earning undue profit, the Controller and Auditor General has found. Now, it's time for the sports buzz. First test day 1, Pujara Iyer take India to 278/6 against Bangladesh. A middle order rescue act led by Cheteshwar Pujara and Iyer carried India to respectable 278 for 6 attempts on day 1 of the first test against Bangladesh and Zahur Ahmad Chowdhury Stadium here. A politically charged semi-final in France vs Morocco. Hind Saboni bristles with pride as she recalls her country's history-making World Cup run as it eliminates one European football powerhouse and former colony powerhouse after one another. Belgium, Spain and Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal to become the first African and Arab nations to reach the semi-finals. Now, let us move on to the school news.
Namaste, welcome to the school news. Today, dear women from Satya Sai Seva Foundation paid a visit at our school. Once they paid a visit at our school and took some of the essays written by our children. Children liked the competition very well and participated with much enthusiasm, and 4 of our students came out with the flying colors. They came here to award trophies to our children. The school principal, treasurer, vice principal, children, and these two respected women from Satyasai Foundation gave away the trophies to the children concerned. Let's watch the snaps. Namaste.
Namaste. Addition. 0 plus 1, 1. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 1, 4. 4 plus 1, 5. 5 plus 1, 6. 6 plus 1, 7. 7 plus 1, 8. 8 plus 1, 9. 9 plus 1, 10. Namaste.
English I am a Papa student. Two little hands for clap, clap, clap. Two little face for tap, tap, tap. Two little eyes for open, one little sun in the sun.